So, what would fall be without Harry Potter? Every year, I always watch Harry Potter series in the fall. I absolutely love it. I love reading the books, and the books are better than the movies, but the movies are pretty good. So, first, we're going to make some golden snitches, and then we're going to make some hot butter beer to watch the movie with. And then we'll go to a cemetery and perhaps see a few surprises along the way. But these golden snitches are the easiest thing, the easiest snack to make. All you have to do is take the brown wrapper off of the Ferrero Rocher. I hope I'm saying those correctly. And you take the Ferrero Rocher sticker off of it, and then if you just buy these golden little snitch wings from off of Amazon, they actually come with little glue pads. And you take the glue pad, stick it on the little golden wrapper, and then take the wings and stick it on top of that the little glue pad, and instantly, voila! You have a golden snitch. It's so easy. I think this took me about maybe 2 minutes to do about 7 of them. I don't know. I'm not going to do all of these Ferrero Rochers, but I am definitely going to just do just a few for me watching the movie. So cute and so easy. I tried throwing the snitch up into the air, but it didn't work very well. Ferrero Rochers do not fly very well. Now, time to make our hot buttered beer for our Harry Potter evening. And I'm going to start by making my own caramel because I didn't have any caramel or butterscotch sauce. So I'm making my own caramel with a little bit of help from my husband. He is pouring the cream in because he couldn't tell me the exact amount of it to put in. So I'm letting him finish it for me before I make the hot buttered rum, because I'm going to put some of this caramel in the drink and pour a little bit on top of the whipped cream. Now, if you want the recipe, I might make another video of making this whole of the caramel and the drink, but for right now, I'm just showing you what I did. And that's the caramel, that's the hot buttered rum sauce, and there's the drink, and that's our snacks for the movie. I'm just gonna add some whipped cream and drizzle the caramel, which really didn't look that pretty because by then time I put it on, it was already kind of cold and not quite as drippy as I wanted it to be, but it tasted really good. So let's go watch the movie. Yum, so good. It's the next day, and I ended up taking my niece to her horseback riding lesson. While I was there, trying to get some video and photos of all of the beautiful fall colors at the end of the season, I ended up running into these beautiful, majestic creatures.
Yeah, it's pretty out here.
Now on our way to the cemetery, Why the cemetery in the fall? I just feel like fall is the perfect time to go to cemeteries. There are so many cool cemeteries in our area. Not as cool as the East Coast because our cemeteries are not as old, but some of them have really cool tombstones. I just happened to be going to the one that my mother is buried into today, and I think that going to the cemetery in the fall is the perfect time to visit because not for scary reasons. Otherwise, I would have went in October, but I think it's a great time to visit simply because the fall feels like everything is changing. The leaves are falling. It's the season of change and time to renew and be grateful for where you came from. And so I am going to the cemetery, grateful where I came from my mother. And I have so many other ancestors that I'm grateful for me being here in general. And I will share a little bit more about my ancestry and genealogy in the next video and why I'm so thankful and thankful to be here and why I am not so very keen on Thanksgiving. But today we're just going to visit the cemetery and I'm going to go look at my mom's grave and take in all of the fall colors of the seasons of change. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys do the same thing when you're at a cemetery, but throughout the whole time I was here, I whispered while I was talking. And so I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. Um, I guess it's just a natural reaction to having respect and being respectful for the people that have moved on from this life. So let me know in the comments if you do the same thing when you're in the cemetery. I didn't even realize I was doing it until I started editing this video. But I hope you enjoy some of the beauty that's up here. Cemeteries are not all scary. Sometimes they can be very, I'm not sure invigorating is the right word to use, but very pretty, very peaceful and still, and in some ways very calming. And I think this particular cemetery is a very beautiful one. Some of the shots I got here were so stunning. The sun was just shining through, and actually, it shone right on my mother's grave. And I don't think that will show up in the camera here, but it was just absolutely gorgeous. So much more in person than I could capture on film. But I just felt like it was an acknowledgement that I was there, and the fact that the little sun through the tree was shining on my mom's grave just meant a lot to me. It's so beautiful. For those of you who are new with me and haven't been here a long time, my mother was a registered nurse. She worked on the labor and delivery floor for a long time, as well as a lactation consultant, helping mothers solve problems on why their baby is not latching to breastfeed. And so if you were one of those that needed help, my mother would be there right with you. Thus the baby and mother on her tombstone. This woman is 99 years old. He was so young. Thank you for your service, sir. Now, the truth be told, I don't know if this young man was an officer in the army or whatever, but I tend to just automatically say thank you when there's an American flag on the grave. My granddad was in the Air Force, and so I just like to acknowledge their service, even though they've passed. That's just such a beautiful view at the moment. All those old tombstones. Who knows? Maybe they can hear you up in heaven or wherever they may end up being. I don't know, but I just like to say thank you. Until then, we walk by faith, holding on to the promise that death will lose its sting, and that heaven holds our hope.
Just like that. As the sun goes down, that means it's time to get out of the cemetery. I'm not one to stay at a cemetery past dark. Hey, at least they fixed his hands. These old cedars, so pretty. Some of these old tombstones looks like they've been maybe, I don't know if it's vandalized or they're just tree roots uprooting them. Crooked tipped.
And it's time to go home. Thank you for watching today, especially if you have made it this far, all the way to the end. I will have one more video out next week for fall, and then that will be my last fall video for the season. I won't have anything out on Thanksgiving week. Until next time, feed the pollinators for me.